to everyone. When my sister Christina spoke, I just had to step out and had to go to the bathroom. When I went back, I asked my sister Donna, did she say she was the favorite? Dina said, yeah. I said, shucks. And then I was whispering to Dida, may PowerPoint pa. Sumalisi. We never saw her doing a PowerPoint. And then Jeff, yes, Tita Tessie was really such a nice person. She never said anything behind your back, but 10 of us did. She was not nice, but 10 of us did, many, many times. Well, my name is Zachary. The ribbon says Yamyam. Tita Tessie calls me Yammy. I'm the 4th child, and this year has been really very stressful for our family. A few months ago, I don't know if you know, we lost our brother Bon, and his death was really a surprise for us because he was so young. I think he was 44, and he's the healthiest amongst all of us. And now it's Tita Tessie. This is the 3rd death in our family. The Bon or Tessie side. First was my dad, and then Bon, and then now her. And when Tita Tessie got sick, I knew that she's not going to get any better. And in a way, I was thinking, ayoko na, kasi pangalawa na to this year. This is the 5th time I think I am here in LA. I travel a lot because I give talks. In fact, this is the only talk that I had to tell my sister. I think I need my medicine because I'm shaking. I don't shake. I talk in front of a lot of people, and pretty much I know what to say. I don't have any código. I don't have any notes. I know what to say. But today I had to go to my car and type in my iPhone what I have to say. Because really, if I understand here, the only thing I want to do is cry, say thank you, cry, and thank you. But I didn't want to talk, but I think that I was telling them, I don't want to give a eulogy, but I think I owe it to Tita Tessie that I should say something. When my sisters told me that all of you should come already, I tried so much to fly here as fast as I can. But I work for the government of the Philippines, and it's not that simple for us to leave. We have to have what we call a travel order. So it took a while. And then just last week, somebody said that Tita Tessie wasn't having a blood transfusion anymore. I had to text Bubbles, Dida, and Christina, and I was begging them, please keep her, because I want to make it. I want to personally thank her for being there for me all these years. When my dad died, I eulogized him too, and in that eulogy, I remember saying, you know, I didn't lose a father, but I lost my best friend. Now, I didn't lose a stepmother. I lost my mother. I remember when I was young, I hated going to our house in Caloocan. My mom on weekends would always tell me, oh, weekend na, you have to go to your dad because it's his turn. And I hated it so much kasi there, maaabutan ko is a skinny girl who stares at me the whole day, which is Dida. And a white mestiza girl who's so salvaje, which is Marisa. My only consuelo de bobo at that time was Bubbles was still a baby. And I remember getting the lanzones and would throw it across the room. And I would tell her, fetch. And she would do that the whole day. She would do that. I hated it so much, but as the years went on, I was getting older. Tita Tessie made it comfortable for me. My dad was busy with work all the time. But during that time, I remember Tita Tessie didn't look this way. Her kilay was like a swoosh of Nike. Nagtakot rin ako sa ali na to. But after a while, naiisip ko, mabait yung ali. Kasi bata pa ako eh. We would go shopping during those times, and I remember her also, kung anong binili niya sa kanila, bibigay rin niya sa akin, and doble. That's why the king, I am the favorite. You had 5, I had 10. She did so many things for me. Talagang, my first Ray-Ban was from her, my first Tag Heuer was from her. And every time somebody would say, ang ganda ng ipin mo, first thing that would come into my mind is Tita Tessie. Because she's the only one that said, you need bracelets. Nobody noticed my teeth. So she would be, I would always remember her for doing that. And then, but there's this time also, I had this big problem that I was losing weight, so much weight, that my dad thought I was into drugs. It was Tita Tessie who told my dad, kausapin mo yung anak mo kasi may problema siya. So my dad talked to me. My dad said, what is the problem? So I said, this and that, this and that. So my dad said, okay. Then going out of the room, I met Tita Tessie in the stairs. I was still crying. I looked at her. She hugged me and she just said, you pray. I said, okay. And that problem of mine went on for months. But for some reason, even if I didn't like to go to Valle, I was there every day of my life because I found peace. Just lying down beside Tita Tessie. We didn't talk. She would just eat her chicharon. She would eat her chicharon, alternate it with, I don't know what she would eat. She would eat the whole time. And we would watch 3 Betamax films. And I would leave Valle about 8 o'clock in the evening. And then tomorrow, I'd be there again. This time she would cook food. And for some reason, I never told her my problem. She asked me if my problem is solved. I said, no, not yet, but Daddy told me how to solve it. And then she said, Daddy is a good businessman, sabi niya, but the best way, to solve it is you pray. So again, I would pray. Then slowly, my problem was getting solved. I started not going again to Valle. When I was young also, Tita Tessie is very strict at the same time lenient. Nung bata ako, I remember Tita Remy, her best friend. Nasa 7-Eleven ako, grade 5 ata ako noon, nagsisigarilyo ako. Pagdaan ko ng Valle, sabi ni Tita Tessie, Tita Remy saw you. I said, really? I said, I don't know her. She said, Tita Remy saw you smoking. I said, really? But she never told my dad. Never did she tell my dad. She doesn't say anything against me that would make my dad get mad at me. Instead, she would say something that would make my dad love me more. When I passed the bar exams, I called my dad. I said, Dad, I passed the bar. And my dad started crying, and I started crying too. And then, my dad was saying, I said, Dad, I passed the bar. My dad said, wow, sabi niya, I love you. Sabi ko, love you too, Dad. Umiiyak ako. Umiiyak ng daddy ko. Sabi ko, Daddy, where's Tita Tessie? I love you. I love you too, Dad. Where's Tita Tessie? I love you, Yam. I'm so proud. Okay, Dad, bye. I was doing that because part of me passing the bar, I felt that Tita Tessie should be part of it because she is my mother too. It's so funny, I've been talking here for maybe about 10 minutes already, and I've been calling her Tita Tessie, when I should be calling her Mom. She's always been there, she's selfless, she's so loving, she's so caring. Everything I can think of what a real mother should be, Tita Tessie was that to me. Yes, and that's true also, that Tita Tessie never said anything bad about my dad, our dad. Look at all of us. My God, we're the United Colors of Benetton. We have one from China, we have one from Zimbabwe, we have one from Korea. But Tita Tessie never treated us, with bias or with favoritism, yeah. But really, with all honesty, pantay-pantay kami. Her cooking, I agree with everybody who spoke here. Her cooking is great. I would come here to LA. The last trip I had here was, I think, last June. I wanted to eat sinigang. She was sweet. She cooked sinigang. Before June, I was here May. I wanted to eat burrito. She cooked burrito. Before that, God, I've been here so many times. And each time I would make her cook, and she would cook. I think I had tinola. Yeah, tinola, yeah. Tinola, I had tinola. And she bought saging, because she knows I had like eating tinola with saging. And all the time, parati ganon. And every time I would say something or do something stupid, she would always tell me, "Nako, Yami, para kang daddy mo." So I don't know if that's good or bad. But, whatever it is, if it's good or bad, I know she loves me and she cares for me. She's been here for 2 days. I could see her from afar, but I don't go near the coffin for the first time. Hindi ako maano sa mga ganyan, but for some reason, hindi ko malapitan. Kasi parang feeling ko, gusto ko siya gumising. And tell me what she wanted to say, because she was looking for me. I didn't make it in time. I missed it by a day. My sister Christina said, "I think it's best that you didn't see Mommy. I feel so bad, nagsisisi ako. I should have left earlier. If I left earlier, sana nalaman ko kung ano yung gusto niya sabihin. Ngayon, hindi ko alam what is that." And ito naman si Dida kanina, tinanong ko, "Vince, ano may sasabihin ni Tita Tessie sa akin?" Wala, sasabihin niya, "Oh, Yami, kumain ka na ba?" Such a nonsense person. Really, wala kang makakausap sa mga kapatid ka na matino. So gusto ko malaman what Tita Tessie has to tell me. But at the same time, gusto ko ulit mag-promise. Kahit hirap na ako paminsan, because I promised my dad, I will take care of all my siblings. And I promised Tita Tessie too now, I will take care of all my brothers and sisters. Pero sana nandito ako when that happened, and that's the only thing I regret, really. Pero, maybe God has a reason for that. I take it as that na hindi ko siya inabutan. Maybe because kung nakita ko siya sa hospital, I couldn't bear kung ano yung itsura niya. Maybe kung nakita ko siya sa hospital, ewan ko. But I was telling them also, we left Tuesday. Monday evening, I had a dream. Tita Tessie was wearing duster, and she was standing near the door. Her arm was on the knob. And she told me, "Yami, tell them to stop the Buscopan." I think Buscopan is for the stomach. And then I said, "Tita Tessie, if we stop it, you'll be in pain." Sabi niya, "Just tell them to stop it." I said, "Okay." I think it's her way of saying, "I have to go now. I can't wait for you anymore." And I